Hi ladies, it's Beth from Be Styled. Time for another Tipsy Tuesday. How are you ladies? I wanted to tell you that I did something a little bit different today, and that's why I'm a little bit late. If you see the link above or below in the description of this video, I created a quick little slideshow of what I'm going to talk about today for Tipsy Tuesday that has pictures and it's got links and everything you need right there in the links, in the link in the description of this video. But this video is going to be live and I'm going to take you through everything in the slideshow, but I'm going to show more examples and obviously talk some more. So if you want the abridged quick version, you can just go right to that link and be on with your day, okay? But today, what I want to talk about are 6 pretty simple style swaps that you can make this fall to just look and feel a little bit more modern when you get dressed. Now, let me tell you, these 6 items that I'm going to talk about are all things that I have owned for sure. I might still own and I might even still wear. So these are not things that are just so blatantly out of style and the style police are not going to come hunt you down and arrest you. But if you're in the market for, to replace some of these things and you're wondering, what's a little bit more current, I'm going to lay it out for you, okay? But again, these are going to be things that we've all owned or do still own, okay? From the top, this is a good one. Jamie and Flirty Finds. We used to sell these by the bucket load. Who had an infinity scarf or 10 infinity scarves as the case may be? The big ring. It was so easy. You just put it around your head once. I used to tell people how to do it. Put it over your head, make an 8, put it over your head again. You could use it as a hood. They had things called like hoodie scarves. Anyway, we all had them. We had them in plaids, solids. We all had them. And if you notice, they're not in the stores anymore. Whoever decided they're kind of not in style anymore. So what's in style? The good news is simple, basic scarves are what people are wearing or what's in style. So it's nothing complicated. It's not some new crazy trend. It's basically your basic rectangular oblong scarves. My favorite, I tend to go for solids, and I have Jamie's Cashmere Flirty Finds. Jamie from flirtyfinds.com. These are cashmere scarves that are affordable. Don't quote me on the price. I want to say $88, but you'll find cashmere scarves for, $200. And these are beautiful. They're just the right length, just the right size for anyone. I wear it as a wrap. I wore this as a wrap yesterday. But if you want to wear it with your winter coat as a scarf, kind of like we did with the infinity scarves, or, closer to your neck for warmth or for fashion, like the infinity scarves, I just take my oblong scarf and I go like so. Nothing fancy. And this is what I would wear, need a haircut, instead of an infinity scarf. Simple, okay? You can do that, right? All right, so that's number 1. Number 2, another sad and controversial one. Remember the Waterfall Cardigans? I'm actually going to put one on so you know what I'm talking about. This one, I would say, is not as much of a waterfall style, it's not as drastic of a waterfall style as we used to wear that have kind of become a dated look. When I say waterfall, I mean it's the cardigans that had an uneven hem, like what would you call it? Like a taper, the kind of, think about a waterfall. It went down the side. And I remember telling people for years that it's so flattering because it creates angles and it's not a horizontal line at your hips. Did I tell you that? Yes. This is the beloved peach Flyaway Cardigan that I own in many colors and that I still throw on all the time. This is sort of a waterfall cardigan because you can see it does that like handkerchiefy angled look on the sides. The reason I kind of give this one a pass is because it just sort of hangs straight. It's not as, drastic of a waterfall. And I wear this to the gym. I wear it with athleisure. You can tie it if you want to get rid of the little ties. And but it is, I think it might still be on sale at Peach. They are phasing it out because it is that look that's a little more dated. I don't make this stuff up. I just report it, okay? Don't sue me. what are we seeing in place of the Waterfall cardigans? We are actually seeing cardigans with a straight hem. Okay, what do I always talk about? You don't want to put a horizontal line at your widest part. So most of these cardigans you will find are longer. You want that horizontal line to hit you below the widest part of your hip. So if your hip bone area is your widest part, you want that to hang lower. The beauty of a cardigan like this is if you are heavier in the hips, especially, it just hangs. It's not bulky. You will see very on trend, enormously bulky cardigans. And they are cozy and great, and I do love them. But if you're already kind of bulky on the bottom, you don't want to add bulk with all that, if you can avoid it, right? Something like this gives you that same very on trend look without the bulk. Now I can hear you saying, but Beth, there are pockets and I don't want pockets right at my hips. That's a good point. You might not. The key is pockets that aren't too floppy, too big, and too voluminous. They're not, you have to try it. This is a cardigan. I'm linking all this in that magical link above. This is a cardigan this is merino wool, comes in a couple colors, and it's from Quince, but that's not their website. You gotta look at the link. Anyway, it's onequince.com, I think. A lot of mine are from there. I love that site. Very affordable. They are direct to consumer, cut out the middleman, so they take very high-end looking styles and are able to sell them online for less than a lot of retailers. Anyway, so here's one example of a straight long with a cut off horizontal hem versus the handkerchief or the Waterfall. Here's another one from our friends at Amazon. This is a cozy one. It's even a little bit longer. Again, it has pockets. These pockets are lower they're well below my hip. They're closer to the thighs, something to consider. Just simple, wide open. Oh, no buttons, no nothing, just hangs. You don't have to pull it too far over your shoulders. You can leave it hanging, you don't want to hang it off your shoulders, but hanging here. And it gives a very flattering look. This is a great, great cardigan. And then the boyfriend cardigan that I talked about that is a little chunkier, but I found this one, again, on that same website. This is cashmere. Is anyone familiar with the famous Jenny Kane cashmere sweater that's like $450 that is gorgeous? It is gorgeous. If you were going to invest, if you really had that money to invest in a cardigan that you can hand down to your daughters and granddaughters, the Jenny Kane is spectacular. I've seen it. This is the Quince version, and I love it. And it is, I don't know the price, maybe $100, maybe a little bit more, maybe not, maybe less, I don't know. Anyway, this is that more of a boyfriend slouchy sweater, that's a little bit shorter. You'd have to try it with your body type to see if it works and see if you like it. You could wear it buttoned with a cami under it or a tank under it. You will see these everywhere. This comes in an ivory like this. It comes in a camel and probably black. Okay, so cardigans. Next. Oh, riding boots. This week somebody texted me and said, can I still wear my riding boots? And of course you can still wear your riding boots. The one type of riding boot that I would say, please do not wear. They are very dated. They were very popular. I don't have them here, but I don't have a picture to show you. They were usually black riding boots and they had a brown top. The top of them, about this thick around the top of the boot, was brown. They're like a two-tone riding boot. I would say those, when in doubt, don't do anything don't do things like that when you're spending money on a boot. They were very popular. They just are not anymore, and they will look dated. That's my opinion. Again, all of this is just my opinion. Don't yell at me if you don't like what I'm telling you. Wear what you want. I'm just telling you what I think, okay? But the classic, the outfit that we all wore, tell me, we all wore this. I told you to wear it back in 20 whatever, I don't know what year. Skinny jeans, maybe a long waterfall cardigan and a t-shirt and an infinity scarf or a blanket scarf. I forgot to talk about the blanket scarves. Remember the big blanket scarves? They were big, huge squares. I used to tell you to cut them in half so it was at least a triangle. so it's easier to wrangle yourself into it. They're great for like a picnic blanket. They were so hard to tie, and I tried. I taught people. I wore them, but they have fortunately seen their day. You turn it into a picnic blanket. Go for your regular scarf like this. But we used to wear those with our skinny jeans and our riding boots all day long, and we looked great and we were in style. But riding boots have now they're still classic. In fact, I saw them on J. Crew with a little bit of more of a chunkier heel. They weren't lug sole, but a little chunkier sole than the really flat riding boots that we used to have with the one little heel, tiny little heel. So riding boots are still you're still seeing them in the retailers, but a more current look, in my opinion, is a suede tall boot with a little bit of a heel, like a block heel. I have had these Blondos for years. They're not currently available. I think I see them on Poshmark. I think these are still in style. I'm still wearing them. I like the little heel. I actually like the wooden heel. There's just nothing to them. And they're great with dresses. They're great with skinny jeans or skinny pants, like black skinny pants. So you don't have to throw away your skinny jeans. If you love that skinny jean look, just update your boot with them, and and get rid of the infinity scarf and the blanket scarf. Wear a good old fashioned scarf, and your minor little tweaks, and you are right on trend. Another tall boot that I found you're going to see a lot of are these slouchy boots. First, I was like, I don't know. I like the sleek. I kind of like things sleek. But these are good for a couple reasons. This color I got is too light. There's a better color, and I've linked it in that document called khaki. These I think are a little too light, beautiful, but kind of light. I tried styling them with a couple things, and I thought the color was too light. The khaki is a little bit of a darker light tan. Anyway, this slouchy look is very popular, and if you have wide calves and you struggle to find boots in that wide calf sizing, because they're so hard to find, I've spent more hours than I can tell you looking for people. These solve that problem. You don't have to get a wide size, okay? And they do have the side zipper. They come in a million different colors. Black, I think black is great. Depends on what you wear, but black. This light, darker tan, there's a darker brown. And if you like the light, this is actually beautiful, but I would destroy it. So these are going back. Okay, that's my tall boots spiel. Number 4, how am I doing? Number 4, this one is not a don't. This one is just a change in styles, but you have to pick what's right for you. And I'm talking about blazers. You saw when I came on, I have a new blazer on that I love. I haven't taken the tags off because I don't know if I need it, but I do love it. And it is this style of blazer that you are going to see, if you haven't already, called, I guess you'd call it this like a boyfriend blazer. The key to a boyfriend blazer is to size down if it's oversized. I size down. This is an extra small. You can see it's big. Like if you're very petite, it might not work for you. I think this might come in petite. Get petite sizing in a boyfriend blazer if you are petite. Don't try to force yourself to wear an oversized boyfriend blazer if you're petite. If it's a regular size, you got to find it in petite or skip it. That's my advice. But this one is, it's a little bit longer. It's kind of a houndstooth. It's gray and cream. And the more I look at it, the more I love it. This vest I have on is in the new Peach collection. I linked that as well. It's called the Sonoma Vest. And what I love about this is when you're wearing a blazer or a cardigan and you want to have the sweater instead of a t-shirt or a blouse, this is great because it doesn't, there's no bulk. It's not too hot. It's just easy to wear. You don't have to wear it. It's just because it's a vest doesn't mean you have to wear it as a layer. You can wear it on its own. You could wear like a cami, like you would wear a cami or a tank. What blazer, whose blazer? This one is, again, it's all linked. I want to say this one is Abercrombie, believe it or not, and this was not inexpensive. Wait for a coupon code if you can. It's Abercrombie, but it is beautifully made. I think I might keep it because I'll have it forever. And there's nothing, funky about it. It's my good. These are good colors on me. It comes in a lot of warmer colors, browns and tans. This is gray and kind of cream. and I do love it. Question is, how often will I wear it? That's what I'm struggling with, but I'll let you know what I decide. At this point, I think I might keep it. And, you know, talking about blazers, I talked to my girls in the fall style system about our prompt today involving blazers and layers. Remember, blazers are not just for work. I say this till I'm blue in the face. You know, I'm wearing jeans. I'm wearing jeans and loafers. You can wear booties. You could wear it, but you could wear it to work with trousers. Obviously, you could wear it over a black Ponte or any color really. Ponte knit dress. Peach has a black and also a plum. I don't have it down here. Just simple Ponte knit shift or sheath dress. It's sort of an A-line, so it'd be more of a sheath, right? I always get those two confused. Anyway, it's great, simple dress. And you throw this on over it and go to work or to a meeting or to something where you need to be a little more polished, and it looks great. And the beauty of this is I could wear it with that plum or black, okay? Anyway, blazers, not just for work anymore, okay? But blazers are getting bigger. I want to just talk about a couple. Oh, this was important. Who out there has the peach standard blazer, the one that a lot of you have? Is this it? Yes, I'll put it on. It is their standard Ponte knit blazer that I have sold for years. And yes, it is shorter. Is it the most on-trend blazer in the world? No. In fact, they came out with a longer version of it. They're called the Power Blazer. Same material, same fabric, beautiful, stretchy, same comfort, but a little bit longer, a little bit more of a relaxed, but still fitted silhouette. But am I saying you got to give this away and never wear it? No. I mean, especially, like I said, if you are petite, if you are very curvy and you want to show your curves and not put this big, bulky, you know, like rectangular jacket on, which a lot of the boyfriend blazers are, and lose your curves and just look bigger, you don't want that. Something like this is still in style, and I love the curved hem, and it's probably on sale because, like I said, these kind of blazers are being not replaced with, but people are wearing the longer in lieu of them. But as long as it's not really small, I mean, the really small, overly cropped blazers, those weren't really good even when they were in style. You don't want it to be you don't ever want your blazer to feel small. Remember my mother used to always say, whenever I put a jacket on, you got to be able to do this. And the beauty of the Ponte knit blazers is, I mean, you could do a yoga class in one of these, and same with the longer one. This on Peach is called the Power Blazer. I'll put it on so you can see what it looks like. But so this little number 4 that I'm talking about is not a don't. It's just something to consider. It's a little different. It's changed. And you know, the shorter blazers will be back. And that reminds me, if you prefer a shorter blazer, the peach one I showed you is an option. Here's the longer one. See, it's not this big oversized. It still has great waist definition. I sized up in this one to a medium. I kind of wish I hadn't. You really don't need to size up in it, but I wanted it to be kind of slouchy. I like it. Anyway, so that's the Peach Power Blazer. But if you want a short blazer and you still want to be very on trend, the Moto Jacket is another option for a shorter silhouette that's still very modern. You're going to see Moto Jackets everywhere. You used to always see them like black leather Moto Jackets. Are so fantastic. I was going to actually get one. I was going to invest in a black leather jacket this year, in Moto style, and then Peach came out with this in black as well, and I was like, well, I don't need to spend money on a leather one. And to me, I like the Ponte knit better. It's just more wearable. It's more in line with my style, more comfortable. This is like a napping jacket, ladies. You could sleep in this. And you know, if you're concerned that it's too short for you, if you're long-waisted or you're just concerned that you don't like that shortness, this top isn't a good example because my top is short. I could easily wear this, I'll stretch it down, with a sweater. I want to stretch this out, a layer underneath it that's longer. And you know, you get your waist definition, but you're not feeling like everything's too short. So don't be afraid to put a longer layer. You don't want it to be really long. You don't want there to be a huge difference between the length of the jacket and the length of your shirt. I would say a couple inches. I would say that's probably a sweet spot. Like just below your hip bone zone would be a good place if you want to have that layered look, to put a shirt or a blouse under a shorter jacket like the Moto or the peach Ponte blazer that I had on. Okay, how are we doing? You all still with me? Let me know if you have any questions. If I don't see them, I will definitely go back and answer them in the comments. Where's my computer? Oh dear. My computer died with I lost my battery. Ah, you can't have it all. I got to go off the top of my head and figure out what number I'm on. I don't know. We're just going to wing it. I think I have 2 more. Yes, I have 2 more to go. Necklaces. You're going to love this one, ladies. Who has or had this Kendra Scott Rain, R-A-Y-N-E necklace? This was, I remember I like saved my pennies to buy this. I love this. I wore this to every event I went to. Like when my kids were little, and I still think it is such a beautiful piece, and you can still find it on Poshmark for like a fraction of the cost that we paid for it. But it has seen its day for now. First, when I went this morning to find it, I was like, oh, I hope I didn't sell it, or I know I didn't sell it, but I didn't give it away. Like I wouldn't do that when I was packing to move. And thank goodness I didn't, because that would make me sad, because I do still love it, but I don't reach for it. Because this very big pendant necklace, long, very long, see how long it is? It's coming down to like, if I were wearing a belt, which I would never wear a belt with anything this long, it's coming down way to my belly. These very long, very large pendant necklaces are a little out of style right now. Sorry, it's true. What are they being replaced with? I'm not saying you're never going to wear a pendant necklace. I tell you to wear them all the time. I told you last week to wear a pendant necklace, create that V, but something a little daintier. This is, see the difference? I mean, it's kind of a subtle difference, kind of, but not really. I mean, it's shorter. It's just a smaller, simple pendant. And the beauty of something like this, or this one's from Stella & Dot. It's still available in gold, and I linked it. This is from Jamie at Flirty Finds. It's a slightly larger, but still small. And they both are on easily adjustable chains. So you might want to have it, depending on your, you want to consider your boob size. You might want to have it hit here versus down here. Okay, that's just going to be a more modern look. A little bit shorter. And this gives you all that flexibility. And when the long, long ones come back, you'll be all set because you just changed the chain. I don't think you could do that on the Kendra Scott one. Okay, so those are 2 examples of actual pendants. But another option we talked about last week that I think that I like as much, if not more, is just a chain, a long chain. So you're still getting that vertical line up your middle, but it's not a pendant. This one has a toggle, so that it kind of is like a tiny little pendant. Just add some interest without being that classic, I forget what years these were, if anyone remembers, the long thing. Sometimes they had color. I used to sell them like suede with like beads. They were great. I sold them. I bought them. But what you're going to see now are more simple and like a chain necklace versus a pendant, especially a big pendant. The beauty of these is you can double them up and wear them as a shorter necklace, I mean. Same with this, much more simple. This one's 2-tone, a little more going on. If you're a minimalist and you like simple, this comes in gold and silver. I'm wearing a short version. I have 2 necklaces on. This is my Elsa Peretti pearl necklace from my Tiffany days, but I have this one on in the short version here. It's just a simple paperclip necklace, gold or silver, from Flirty Finds. All these are linked in the document, in the link under the description. But simple in lieu of the big pendants. Okay? I think I'm on my last one, and it's shoes, because we love talking about shoes, and shoes are so hard. Okay, shoes, ladies. All right. Don't shoot the messenger. And again, this is not a don't. This is something to just consider. In my presentation, I show a picture of an outfit that we all wore. Skinny jeans. I think she's got a blazer on, like a blazer like the peach one, and a striped shirt. Fantastic. With a pair of rounded-toed, nude, because everyone loves nude, ballet flats. We all wore that. It's a great look. And it is still, I think it can be a very good look. But the really rounded ballet flats. Some people say they're coming back. I'm not seeing them that much. I'm not so sure they're very flattering though, especially as we get older. I mean, if you're a young, hip influencer, I mean, you can wear whatever you wear, whatever. You're going to look great in anything you wear. But as we get older, wearing a flat, rounded ballet flat, like with a bow, unless that's totally your style aesthetic, in which case, and you carry it and you just have that like French chic look, that's great. You can do that all day long. I don't look good in those. My feet are big. I don't like I can't wear a really, really flat shoe. And with the skinny jeans and the really flat shoe, it's sort of a dated look. So what are you going to swap those with? There's lots of options. And the beauty is, if you have bad feet, the shoe designers have got your back, because if you have bad feet, wearing a ballet flat, that's like wearing a sock, right? That's not good for your feet. So I have a whole slew of shoes here because I ordered a bunch and I'm deciding what to keep. My top choice, if you're wearing skinny jeans, would be to wear a shoe with a little bit of a heel instead of that really flat. A little bit of a heel, or your white sneaker. And I show a picture of this. You can wear your skinny jeans and a white sneaker and look completely modern and hip. Just don't wear an infinity scarf with it, okay? My go-to that I've had for 3 years now, and I know they're still in style because they're still on Nordstrom's website, and I think they're still full price, and they weren't cheap, but my dollar per wear on these is practically free. These are the Mark Fisher Yale booty, and they are the color called Cloud. Again, it's all linked. They are a little dirty, but not too bad. I spray them with suede protector. I think this is my 3rd or 4th season with these. They just slip right on, and they're great looking. I love them, love them, love them. They're not lug sole. They're not that ultra trendy. They're still a very classic look though. And the pointy toe makes them a lot more flattering and modern looking than if they were the older booties that had a more rounded toe. The rounded toe booties, you know, you used to see a lot of like brown rounded toe booties with like a black heel or different color heel. Those are a little more dated looking. You can't go wrong with something like this though. And in black too. I actually had these in black and sold them because I was never wearing them. But okay, so that would be my first choice. Now, the lug sole. I have a whole bunch to show you. Look at these. Some of you are going to love them. Some of you are going to hate them. I personally love these. I love a mule. I love them. But I also already own clogs in a similar color, so I think these are going to go back. But a lug sole mule is going to be a modern choice for a flat. This one I absolutely love as well. It's a little too big though for me. This is a Madewell Loafer, and I love this light color. Very, very, very comfortable. I got my size 10. I would say size down a half if you like these. They're a little light, but I do love them. I love the color. The other one that I want to show you is a Lug Sole Loafer, similar to what, and you might already have gotten these last fall, in which case don't go out and buy a new pair just because they're slightly different. A lot of us had the Franco Sardo Lug Sole Loafers that are still completely in style and fantastic. They're just like this. They might not have the same detail. The gold buckles, very popular now, but don't go replacing your Franco Sardos. I sold my gray ones on Poshmark because I want to get black, and I think I'm going to keep these. But the Franco Sardo ones are great too. Anyway, so a Lug Sole Loafer is another great option. I wish I had that's it. That's all I have. Yep, that's all the shoes I have. Oh, I know, and one last thing, booty. Lug Sole Booty. This is a great Lug Sole Booty from DV that I just tried. It's very comfortable and great for foul weather, which we are expecting a lot of. We have it today. All right, I'm going to take a quick scan and see if you have any questions. I want to remind you that you can get the abridged version of all this in the link in the description of this video with pictures, links, everything. 8 minutes is all it took. All right, this is for you this is the longer version with more examples. Somebody is married. The Bionic Lug Sole Loafer if you need arch support, Vionic is a great brand for people that need arch support. The thing with Vionic is they are hit or miss as far as the style goes. You can't just go willy-nilly buying Vionics. If you're not sure, you can, post a picture, send me a picture or a link, and I'll give you my honest opinion. Because they're great for your feet, but some of them are just dog ugly. I'm sorry, I think. But they do have a great, I want to say it's similar to I think it's similar to this one, right, Mary? And I saw one of my members traveling in a shoe. I think it was this lighter color in the Vionic. So I will find a link for that, or you can just Google Vionic and find them. But they're great if you need support. I don't have awful feet, but these Sam Edelman loafers feel very comfortable to me. And these are Madewell, and Madewell is good for my feet. These are extraordinarily comfortable, but my heel is slipping a lot, so I think they're about a half size too big. So you could size down on those. All the other shoes I talked about were true to size. Just want to make sure I don't have any questions that I can talk about right now before I say goodbye. But again, go back and watch or look at the video, the slideshow, and remember my disclaimer that these are all trends that a lot of us owned or still own, and there's no style police. Wear what you like. Petite. Arm length is always better, regular size. Yes, when you're looking at jackets and you're petite, as hard as it is, you either have to get it tailored or you have to find petite sizing. And I know it's hard to find petite sizing. And I know everyone wishes Peach had petite sizing, but they're a small little company and it's just impossible. But they do try to make things that are adjustable. Now jackets are harder. Let me look at the sleeves on this. This is the Peach. Oh, the Peach Moto Jacket would be very easy to cuff the sleeves. There's no difference in the color. And I cuff my sleeves in my jackets no matter what anyway. So this I have seen work beautifully on petites. In fact, I showed a picture of me wearing it next to a 5 foot, Carol is probably she's petite, 5'3", gorgeous hourglass, curvy, beautiful petite woman. And she had this on next to me, who I look more like a boy, and we could both wear this jacket. So that's a good one. And it also comes in black, but the plum is really fun. If you have a million black blazers, don't go buying another black blazer or Moto Jacket. We don't need that many. I find the plum to be a lot more versatile than I ever would have thought. Let's see, any other questions? My blazer, I told you, that's Abercrombie. And again, all these links are there. And if I get any links wrong, which I'm known to do, just message me or post here and I will go through and correct and fill you in. But thanks for watching. This was fun. And I'll see you next time. Go just get dressed. Bye.